know. So the minute it ends, I'm gone to the other place to see what's happening there, and then I keep moving.
All right.
And I'm sure that for anyone who may not even be on, like a layman, as long as they've been listening for a while, they already know what's going to come.
Exactly.
And people don't like it. I'm not here to buy your product. I'm just here for a segment, and I'm gone.
What about the stations that have about a 10-15 minute break in programming to advertise?
Yeah, that also becomes.
But that is money. That's revenue.
how
for
I
the
know.
station.
Yeah.
But I've always asked myself, so because they do it regularly, I ask myself, do people actually stay for that length of time
Yes, okay.
listening to just the station playing adverts?
I want to just chip into that. So I had a chance to do a commercial for a station. Let me just mention their name, Capital Extra in the UK, and the product was going to be played there. After I produced the ad here and we sent it, it was rejected. I was like, ouch. Then they sent me, the station then sent me what they want and how they want the ad to go. From, and Bolje might understand this, from the format to the kind of plugins I've used on the voice to the way the voice artist should sound. So we had to go back to redo everything again. They didn't want any echoes, delays. I'm sure Bolje will get this one, you know, in there. They wanted the voice raw. They wanted a wave format. And then all these things, they didn't want MP3. So I was surprised that, wow, the station actually has a part to play in what kind of, in how they want the ad to sound.
Okay.
So when you listen to such stations, even though they have software that schedule their, the presenters and the commercials, when you're listening, if you don't take time, you don't even tell they've gone on a commercial break.
Yeah.
Because it's that, it flows,
Seamless.
it's seamless.
Okay.
You know, yes, it's seamless. So
That's nice.
I learned, I was like, oh, okay, wow.
Great.
You see how Natalia was saying that
Yeah.
because of the lack of seriousness we attach to these things, there's a distinction between voiceovers and voice acting. Because she said herself,
Yeah.
if she's doing something here, she just does the thing. But I guarantee you, if she was doing the same voiceover advert for a company outside, she would go through a lot of loops and she would have to jump through a lot more hoops emotionally in terms of delivery
Before you achieve
and all that. Before you they get what they want from you. But it's here that, you know,
We are lax.
All right, guys. Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A-Z. We're talking about the voiceover industry. We've done the crafts itself. In a moment, we'll be talking about the business side of things. Should I say we're going for a break? Let's listen to music.
Écoutez-moi bien, bien. Andy million, yeah, yeah. Non, Lego, pour ma vision. Télévision, on a aussi une. Tu rabat, tu m'aimes bien. Mais your body still feel très bien. Me and you know, c'est péréchant. For any day, I go stand by. Because I did turn on, parada. Don't let me go, follow you go. Carry me go, I don't know. Don't let you go, no. Don't let me go, follow you go. Carry me go, I don't know. She said, mon bébé, you the rise of my pressure. Don't rest, no. Don't rest, no. She said, mon bébé, you the rise of my pressure. Don't rest, no.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Setting me up on my name. 5-star day for you, don't panic. Big Papa day.
It's Showbiz A-Z.
My baby, you know some mama mission day. I can live on a river. She show me my way there. Oh, set me up. Make her fall in love. You know if you touch it and then not taste it. Never felt this kind of feeling before. Oh, set me up. No question. No need some more. I fall for you and it's when I grow.
Because I did turn on, parada. Don't let me go, follow you go. Carry me go, I don't know. Don't let you go, no.
Showbiz A to Z. Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z, and we're still here talking about how to elevate the voiceover industry. In the meantime, MTN is 30 years. Hooray! I've been using MTN since 2000 and is it 4 or 5? I need to get a prize, yeah? Sometimes big moments start with small things. A call to a loved one, a Momo transaction to support family, a bundle to grow your business. But what if they could lead to something bigger than you ever imagined? With the MTN 30 promo, every call, every text, every browse, every Momo transaction, every connection to home fiber, and every activity on the My MTN app earns you points towards amazing rewards. And these include 9 amazing brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados, over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes, and unforgettable experiences just for you, because every move counts. Just dial *530 hash or use My MTN app to participate now, and let's stay connected everywhere you go. MTN 30 promo, make every move count. Terms and conditions apply. Showbiz A to Z is sponsored by MTN and High Five Choco Malts. Yeah, this is the best bet for you. The first malt drink with a chocolate flavor to make you break loose. High Five Choco Malts refreshes you most when needed with its perfect blend of chocolate and malts, paired with your hot meat pie or buffalots. It's simply irresistible. High Five Choco Malt. Enjoy the malt. Feel the chocolate. I need to get Uncle Ken some. High Five Choco Malt. The new normal. Best served chilled. Available in all supermarkets and shops. You can call them on 0262351251. And this ad is FDA approved. The future of finance is digital. It is. And the future starts with a conversation. How can technology expand financial access, empower small businesses, protect consumers, and drive inclusive economic growth? Join EcoBank Ghana and Joy Business for the inaugural EcoBank Joy Business Financial Dialogue Series under the theme Driving Financial Inclusion Through Digital Transformation. Be part of insightful discussions on digital banking, mobile money, fintech innovation, cybersecurity, and the future of financial inclusion in Ghana and across Africa. The date is Tuesday, 28th July 2026. Time is 8 a.m. EcoBank Joy Business Financial Dialogue Series, shaping the future of finance in Africa. Don't miss it. And it will be live on Joy News TV and Joy FM. Physical attendance is strictly by invitation. It's Showbiz A to Z on Joy 99.7. Today we're talking about voiceovers. We're looking at the voiceover industry and how to elevate it. Good afternoon to you, Endo Safo. She's also a voiceover artist and DJ Black, Mr. Tunto. Alright guys, so we're done with looking at the craft itself, voiceovers, voice acting. Let's get into the business side of things, yeah? In the meantime, you can send in your questions, your comments, 055-1111-997. That's a WhatsApp number. You can send in your questions, your comments. Now, let's get to business. Jay, how does one commercially get into the space of voiceovers?
So I'll be real quick on this. Everybody has got a different story to how he or she got involved in voiceovers. So there wouldn't be any one particular route. And just like any industry, you then have to then start familiarizing yourself with persons who are in that space so that it leads you there. I started off as far back as 2005 in KNUST.
Wow.
And I chanced upon it when a prominent Ghanaian business lady. People know her, but let me just keep her name off. Introduced me and asked me to do a voiceover for Indies Hall Week at that time in KNUST. I did it, and she was like, "Wow, this is nice, Jay. This is good. Wow." And I was like, "Wow, this like this is good." So after I finished KNUST, I came to Accra. I wasn't interested in going to work for anyone, so I set up my studio, and I was heavily focused on voiceovers, and that was it. I didn't want to do music. I wanted to do voiceovers. And then at that time, there were studios, just about 5 studios that were doing voiceovers only. So there was Mido Studios in Asylum Down. There was Color Chart at in Cantonments. There was yes.
What's his name?
Yofi and Co were there.
Color Chart was owned by Reggie's
dad. Yes. Color Charts in Cantonments. Sorry, the names slipped me now. So I was forced to then set up mine called Trap. So I set up mine studio to join in, and I was chasing after jobs. So I'd go company to company, door to door, introducing myself as a voice artist, and I got jobs. Just to run the story, I got jobs, and through that, I connected with friends, Natalia, Andrew, and the family grows on and on and on and on. So that's how I got into the business, and I've been in there till today.
Do you need to own a studio, a recording studio, to professionally, commercially get into voiceovers?
If it's an add-on, if you have it, it's an add-on. I took that route of having the studio and offering the service of doing voiceovers only. But I mean, that my friends have been good to me because they've brought me business. They brought me business, because if they also have studios, I wouldn't have business. So they've trusted my work and they brought me business, and we've all run our industry. And Trap has been iconic when it comes to voiceovers in Ghana, and I'm glad that we've also contributed.
Why did you name it Trap though?
It just
you said
acronym for just the acronym for the radio advertising people. Trap.
Oh yes, the radio advertising.
Trap,
I know the long name.
Yeah, but Trap is so Trap. Yeah.
Okay.
But, quickly.
Okay.
Yes.
While Jay was speaking, he kept saying route.
Uncle Gang.
Wait, he kept saying route. At Joy FM,
Yes.
our Super Morning Show team
Yes.
tell us
Yeah.
how to say it right.
Say it right. Yes, I listened to that.
What does it say?
And it's root.
Root. Yeah.
I think there are new variants now.
Wait.
Language is growing.
We as Ghanaians learn the British English,
Okay. Not American.
not the American English. So when you come to Joy,
Yes,
please
please.
say roots. Don't say route.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No problem.
Let me go to Kwame Jokoto.
Yes.
Uncle.
Yes.
Okay. So if any young person came to you today and told you they want to get into the voiceover industry commercially, what advice would you give them?
I must recommend you and your team for bringing this issue up, because it's first of its kind, and it's very, very important, because it's been a while. They've been looking, when you're a voiceover artist, it's like the person speaking over the microphone, just like that. And as Natalia and Jay were highlighting then, because it's like they thought, but this thing, it's like when someone sees you as an MC at the occasion, they think that, oh, it's possible, I can do this. Are you taking that much for this? Is it those things? So that is that. But I think it's a beautiful job, especially if you are into radio. I would say that you take advantage of it, because when you see your salary and you say you want to depend on that one alone, I think that you sweat very well. But if you use it, alongside it, I think it works well, and that is that. Some of us, when we started, because our stations were having CDOB for recording, and those who took advantage of it, and it helps us a lot. Though as at that time, people, as in Ghanaians, they don't have the full complex of the whole thing, so they think that they can't pay that much for a voiceover. But as we are growing now, it's like some of us, we say take it or leave it. So that is that. So I would say that it's a nice idea where But the truth is, people, instead of asking about how to go about it, they like copying. But when you copy and you don't understand it, it doesn't live with you for long because you don't know dynamics of the whole thing. And some of us, we try to find the signs of what we are doing, at least, so that we'll be evergreen and relevant always. So it's part of it. So if you are ready, you must also be ready to learn. That is what I've got to say to them.
Can someone take voiceover as a full-time job?
Yes, but you see, it depends. But it all depends on the challenges are too much for us. So I will even say that as you've done today, you've managed to, form this team to get what you want for your program. I think it's a good start. You can initiate it because, so I'm giving you a homework by organizing from here. If 3 or 4 people can accept me, I'm ever ready, so that you use it to form a professional body, let's say Gong members or something like that, as a voice over professional team, so that we make it collectively. Uncle Con is also there. You'll be our patron. We make it collectively so that we know that we have a standard range of charges. Members, we don't charge below this or above this or something like that, so that we can educate ourselves. Because now, so many challenges. You see, Food and Drugs was started by their regulation that if you are a professional or a popular celebrity, you don't do what? You don't advertise for alcohol. Now, do you know the new rule, which is dangerous, and we know that we are one. It is finished.
Which one is the new rule?
If you are popular and professional and what, you don't endorse or advertise herbal products. But if you are satisfied the product, what about endorsement of a celebrity got to do with it? You see what I'm saying? But then, if we have a professional body, we can just collectively go and meet them for them to give us explanation. That's the reason why the first one, there was this court back in front of it. You get it? So we can use it because the entire state has to, understand that this is creative. It's also a creative aspect, creative business aspect of the creative sector. You see, but then it is not just somebody behind a microphone speaking. You get it? So we must take that serious creative business aspect of it because voice is a product. And then we see that the talent, we see it as that. This is the investment we are talking of. So if you put your creativity on it, which brings the value, it is not just a simple thing. Unless you have the right acumen and you're also brilliant before you put up a script for people to understand what you are talking about. So, but then we just allow ourselves to because me, if I reject what I'm supposed to take, somebody will take it. You get it? But if collectively we know that no, because of how we are putting value on the entire creative business, we should not accept that. It will go and it will become standard. We are all here when Shatawale decided that I'm putting my figure this. So if I'm up and coming and I am not even trying to charge what Shatta will charge, but the rate, you know that you won't pay that low. So it is, if you want to take that one as a full-time business, then it means that we need to do well.
Okay, thank you, Kwame Jokoto. So Kwame made mention of associations. We will come to that part of it and then standard rate on all that. But let me go to Boje again and let me ask Boje the very first question about how to commercially get into the space of voiceovers. Boje.
Yeah, what I would say is that first you have to assess yourself, check if you feel what you are doing. You have to feel it. And you have to categorize yourself in a niche. Even with voices, we have niche. We have funny people. We have corporate sound. We have the epic. Or you can be anywhere. Jay Foley is very versatile, just like me. And we have some people that are just corporate, So when you identify that first, then now you can get into the business. You know, just like every business, you don't just put your everything into it. You put your everything when you're working, but you don't put your everything when you're expecting. Expectations, it can vary. You understand? So if I was coming into the game, into the voiceover artist from the initiating time when I was younger, I would have been like, it's just a voice. But after 15 to 17 years, what I would say is that it's all about communicating. It's all about network. Okay. My advice to anyone trying to get into this, looking at myself, like mirroring myself, the reflection of what I've gone through, 70% of my revenue is now from voiceovers. At first, it was 80% of my production. I was in the Azonto era, the biggest producer. When Azonto was dying in Ghana, I was like, okay, let me get into the movies. So I have the houses that I'm working with. I'm working with Echo House. I'm working with Farmhouse and a couple of houses. You see? So it's not just about the voice. I got into this game with my voice, but I had a network. That is the whole trick. So as Jokoto was saying, like, as you're asking Jokoto, what are you going to tell a younger person? It's not just about the talent. It's about where are you taking the talent to? I can tell you this. I have a guy called Fidel. He's very good. I think I'll let him visit J Foley one day so you can work with him. He's very good with the voice. He has a peculiar voice. Let's say in a whole year, I could do like, let's say, 16 strong commercials. And I give him like 4. You get it? But the 16 that I'm getting are coming from Farmhouse, Echo House, and all these people I've been working with for over a decade. But he doesn't get any job, but he's very good. And he's getting a job from me just because I know him. So when it comes to voiceover acting, fine. You have a small studio, maybe you have a laptop, you have the accessories and the arsenal to get it right, but you need network. Communication is so important that you can go to a red carpet and you can find people that need commercials, need voiceovers. Every company, every media house, every product, every company that has a product or service has a programs manager. And that is what I've come to learn about 10 years, that if you don't have a relationship with them, you can be as good at something and nobody's going to find you out. You see, so to me, I came into the game because I think I had a unique voice, which I thank God for that. But I also moved. Anytime I realized, let's say if it's a year and I'm just quiet, I'm going to have the same job coming from the same houses. But anytime I move, I find a new person, and all I'll see is I'm now working for a big church. But I would have never worked for the big church if I didn't communicate. So I would tell a younger person to just make sure, follow the programs managers, go to radio stations, find yourself the connection. I think J Foley is just one person. I'm just one person. With Trap House, J Foley can get some 3 or 5 jobs in a year, and maybe with other houses, or he himself as a celebrity in voiceover, he'll get it. But what about you, the young one? Unless J Foley calls you, or unless Boje calls you, and that's going to be 1 job in a year. So it's the same thing that I realized that I was going through with these agencies. They come to me, they take big money. When I was starting, they'll cheat you. They'll take the money and they'll come and give you some 2K or something. But when I put my step up, I was on the red carpet meeting the programs managers of big companies and agencies. I could now charge a 5K, 10K, 25K for a whole product and voiceover. You understand? Just because of networking. That is the whole secret. When you look at Black Panther, there was a guy that, Hans Zimmer, Hans Zimmer. I connected with him on Instagram, and that was it. So what if I didn't connect? Sometimes you can also watch animation. I'll tell the young one that I got into the game and I was just working, got into the voiceover. I was working for people. But when I started watching animations, and at the end of it, that's a trick. I don't know if J Foley knows it. I watch the cast and I get to where the voiceovers, that's where more the creatives and all that. You can check them out on LinkedIn, social media, and connect yourself. It works. And that one with a voiceover makes the business lucrative.
Wow, that's revealing. Andrew, how did you get into the voiceover space professionally?
My big sister used to work at City FM, and through her I got to meet Bernard Abler, Jessica, and all those. And then one day, I think my sister told me, I think puberty had set in, so my voice had started doing all kinds of things. Yeah. So my voice had started doing all kinds of things. So she said, you'll be very good when you do voiceover. I said, what is voiceover? And then she told me what it was, because she was in radio. So I got in touch with Jessica and I said, they say I have a nice voice and I can do voiceover. And she was like, okay, no problem. And then someone
You had that
said,
thing for Pesek. You had that thing for Pesek. Long time.
I have this advert I was supposed to do with Oscar Provençal, but he's out of town. So you come, let's do it together. So I went to City FM, we did the thing, the voiceover thing, and then I heard my own voice on radio for the first time. And then she gave me money. I said, hey! They pay for this thing?
What do you think you are doing?
What? So, like Bolje said, networking. So she gave my name to Incel Communications, which is run by a guy called Russell. And said, when you go, tell him you charge this amount. I said, hey! Will he pay? I said, no, tell him you charge this amount. Some big money. To me back there was huge money. So when he asked me how much I charge for voice, my lips were even shaking when I mentioned that thing. So I mentioned the amount. I was like, okay, no problem. I said, hey! Oh, that's how it is. So then Russell introduced me to Ramesh of Apex Advertising. And then that's how my name got through. So from there, I got to work with Originate, and then Publicis West Africa, and then all the others started following like that. Yeah, so that's how I got into the voiceover.
And the money is good, eh?
Is what?
The money is good.
No, you see, you have to put things in context. When I started, there was I didn't have any expectation of money. So when small, even if you had given me 500 cedis, I would have been excited. You know, so I wouldn't go as far as to say the money is good.
But now,
you see, Bolje said something that if you don't network well, the big money will be there, but you get only a little bit of it. So I think I still have a lot to do in the networking department. I'll put it that way.
Natalia, how do you also network?
I have a lot of friends in the industry. And they plug me
including
in the right
John.
Including John. And they plug me in the right places. And I would say that being in this business, I've had direct jobs, direct from source. I've had middleman jobs. I've had 3 middlemen jobs. And you know, at the end of the day, you need to know what you're dealing with. There are some jobs I could actually do for free, and I'll tell them that this is pro bono. I just want to do it for you, because I feel as though if I put my voice on here, it will elevate me to a point where I want to be in the industry. Because when I'm putting my catalog out there, if I get to mention this brand as one of the brands I've worked with, I believe it's good for me as a voiceover artist. I wouldn't mind doing a pro bono for them, just so I can put myself in that place. And then there are the jobs that you would charge, as in proper charge for. And I think I've gotten to the point where now I can reject jobs. Because if you're not paying me what I think I'm worth, by all means, feel free and give it to next man. I don't have a problem. Because I feel like I've gotten to that point where I won't do any negotiations. I have a rate card. If I run it by you and it's not what you want, if you want to buy beer, buy beer. If you want to buy champagne, buy champagne. But don't bring a beer budget and want champagne. So by all means, do what you want to do, but then there are levels to it. And I believe that, I have people I look up to in this business who I believe that are doing very, very well, you know. But I equally feel like I'm in that place where I can go toe to toe, or I have earned the right to not negotiate my fee at this point. What I put down is just what I'll get. But you see, there are levels to it. I will give my rate card to some people. I won't give my rate card to John. When John gives me a job, also the time when he brings me a job, I'm asking him, so how much are they giving? And he'll tell me this amount. Or sometimes he can ask me, how much do you want to charge? And I'm like, but charge for me. You not buy me. Do you understand? So we have a thing. But if Philip came to me with a job, I'll give him my rate card. because he's not in the business.
No, he doesn't
and I
do
haven't
voiceovers.
worked with him. So then I will give him my rate card and then he can have a conversation with whoever. So I think we sort of understand each other in this industry.
Wow.
And we work that way. Sometimes I can have somebody call me and say, and I work with so many agencies and so many individuals. And then some of my friends. So somebody can call me and say, oh, there's this job and I feel like, let's put your voice on it, you know. And sometimes we equally pitch jobs to certain brands. They haven't come for us, but we pitch.
Go for it.
So we can put a whole commercial together and present it to a brand.
Wow.
And say that this is what we want you to put out there, because as a yashama more attaching seriousness bia, you know. So we pitch jobs. You don't just sit back to be called. Sometimes you pitch jobs. You know, people come in. There's a money thing, you know, transfer thing called Cowrie. I think they are Kenyan or an East African, you know, and they came into the country, and I realized that they are here, but I wasn't seeing a lot of, you know, so I did a presentation to them and said that I want to do this and that, and then they didn't accept what I did, but they actually paid me
For the demo?
for what I sent them. They paid me.
Hey.
But they didn't accept what I did, so they are not running it.
Okay.
But originally, they said, oh, they were interested. They wanted to use it. So I think we had some conversations for a couple of weeks, and then they decided that, you know what, we're not going to use it. But they paid me for it.
Wow.
It's really nice when you're working with international brands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They take it so much more seriously.
More
And
than...
More than,
Yeah, but
so-
they're paying you for it. Are you sure they did not utilize
No, they
certain aspects of what you had?
no, they haven't. So
Not
yes,
the commercial itself.
Maybe the script.
maybe the script.
Maybe the
So
formats.
they have a commercial running.
Okay.
And in fact, what I wanted to pitch with them was to even do their IVRs for them, because I sort of have a niche.
Please, what is IVR for?
John, please.
John, please.
Internal.
Internal voice.
So there are those voiceovers you hear when you call certain brands or companies.
If you call the
and
networks.
yes,
Right.
or the network. So press
Remember
one.
you have
Press
called
two.
Jessica,
that's not
that's
the
what-
case.
Oh, that's what we call IVR.
Yes.
Yes.
We are learning voiceover terms.
So we produce a lot of. So Natalia, if you let me say it and make you proud, please.
Yeah.
Feel proud about it. If you call Etel, right?
Yeah.
Etel Tigo,
Yeah. She's the one that tells you that what
Your
Yes.
the person. Yeah. Every time I hear, I'm like, Natalia, should you keep quiet?
I know. Yes, so I sort of have
Yeah.
a niche when it comes to IVRs, because I do the same thing for EcoBank. I do the same thing for Access Bank. In fact, John, I think I've done for Glyco as well. So I sort of do you know, some IVRs. So that's what I pitched to them, you know. So it wasn't even like a proper commercial. And they have a commercial and they have their IVRs running, which is not my, because usually I check.
Okay.
And a lot of the times too, you know, because these people can take you for granted. They have, in fact, presently, as I am having this conversation, I'm in court with 3 brands. And I'm in conversations with one brand that if they don't come correct, they will join the 3 that I'm in court with.
Why? Because they've used you.
Yes, because people will take advantage of you.
Exactly.
You know, when we started this, we did like Andrew said, you're excited, you're hearing your voice on radio, and then they are giving you money on top. So we sort of forget that these are brands who are benefiting off what we're doing. Typically, depending on what you do, for instance, if you're doing IVRs and all of these ones, they're supposed to be giving you yearly renewals, because you cannot be using the voice. I have brands that I've worked with since 2018. And maybe the last check I took was in 2019, and we're 2026.
But they're supposed to give
And
you
they're supposed to
something
give-
every year.
Yes. And so if you don't know these things, or if you don't have these conversations, people will take you for a ride. And sometimes you have to stand 10 toes down and let them understand that this is not how I play anymore. Because in the beginning, because we don't know and we're excited, you just want to hear your voice on radio. You know, the first time I heard my voice on radio, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, that's my voice.
No, I hear my voice and I'm like,
I know. You know, it gets really exciting. So I think that people should really take this thing seriously. When I was doing for Beast of No Nation for that 30-second, I got a whole contract to read through. And this was in fact, when I was doing that, I was pregnant. This was in early 2014. Yes, early 2014 is when we shot. And I had to go on set in Koforidua.
Yeah.
It's not because I was doing a 30 seconds, because I was thinking, but I can do it here and send it.
Anywhere.
I went on the set.
Yes.
In Koforidua just to do my bit, and the contracts that came with it, and the emails. Up until today, I opened the emails from the director back to back just to do a 30-second. That's how seriously they took it. But over here, it's like, really, honestly, it's listen, Charlie, job day.
Yeah.
You go do it's 5K. You go do. Then you say, okay, I go do. I no go do. As I speak with you, there are so many agencies that still owe me money.
Right.
And there's no system in the payments. When you do a job with an agency, typically they'll tell you that they'll pay between 0 and 90 days. Listen, sometimes in a year self.
Now you're going there.
In a year self.
I have to write my things down because if you forget, Sikaneko.
Yes, that's how bad it is. So Kwame, seriously, I think that for anybody, I mean, we have made our mistakes, but for anybody who's now coming in, if you have plans of taking this seriously, you need to learn the business ropes proper, because if you don't, they will take you for a ride.
Okay, Jay.
Kwame, you haven't come to me.
I'll come to you, Jay. With regards to the payment, what I will call royalties in your space. So maybe every year you get something from the work that you've done already. After they have paid you the initial amount of money, is it subject to maybe company to company? Is it a general thing, or it is according to the particular contract you're signing at that moment?
Wait, if I'm to get you, if I do a job.
So she mentioned that some of the companies, they're supposed to pay you maybe every year, even after paying the initial amount of money.
Yes.
Does it apply to any other voiceover contract, or is it specific to companies?
It will be specific. However, the flaw has come from both the supplier, maybe the agency, and then the voice artist. For us, it has been lack of knowledge. We will perish. It's because we didn't know. So the agencies, most of them just took advantage of the situation, and then they just engage us. They use us, and they tell the 90-day rule that I'll pay after 90 days or after submission of invoice or whatever it is. PO has been submitted. That whole BS. They take us through it. And because we didn't notice that we had to actually ask for a certain kind of remuneration, maybe either monthly, quarterly, yearly. We didn't know. The agencies, some knew, some didn't know, and some played on our emotions or our ignorance, and then they used us, and they used us beautifully. I've had situations, and listen, I have stories, plenty. We will not finish if we started them, where I've had agency accountants tear my invoice. Yes, literally tear the invoice because he felt that, why am I charging this amount of money? It's rubbish. For what job did you do? Like this, he called this, and he tore it. Another instance where the agency, the MD, took pen and cancelled my total and wrote his total, signed and sent it to the accountant that should go for the money from that. We went through all these things, and in some cases we had to fight. I want to mention one person. I'm sure you all know him. My team here will know him. Jeffrey Ohinabaji Slim, my partner in my business, who stood 10 toes and said that no, let them go. If you're going to lose them, let the clients go. If they go, they will come back. They know how good you are. They will come back. At the point I gave, because I was a soft one, I'm like, it's fine. But he stood his ground and said that let us take what is due us. We lost clients, and then over the period, these same clients came back. So we are supposed to be charging, like what Santatella is saying, we're supposed to be charging per what you are, how long you intend to, because that's the international standard. How long you intend to use it. And if it goes past it, there should be a renewal of the contract. And all the jobs that I've gotten from outside is been such.
Wow.
But you try to institutionalize something like that here, and they're staring at you like, Charlie, you know the job now. You know this thing. I go talk to the clients. And
You know,
because we don't have any working
So
industry.
the international standard.
Yo, there is.
How long does it have to last for? I mean, the
There-
contract.
so for what I've witnessed,
Yeah.
I've done a 6 month and I've done a 2 years.
Okay.
So after 2 years, they said if they're going to use it again, but for the 6 month one, it was renewed twice.
So does it mean as long as the ad is
Running.
running,
Yes.
you need to be paid?
You have to be paid. Can you imagine
I-
Vodafone power to you?
Yeah.
It was a Ghanaian that said it. I think you've done one, right? Or was it?
yeah,
No, it was.
I've done for
name-
plenty of this.
names with help.
I
But
I did something like that with, yeah. But, you know, somebody who is deep in advertising told me something in confidence. He said there's an international rates card that should apply for West Africa. Yes. If it's voiceover, if it's acting in advertising, there's a rate card, there's a standard rate card that should apply across Africa. There are only 2 countries in West Africa that the rate card, that standard doesn't work.
Which countries?
Ghana and Nigeria.
Typical.
can't work. We don't
Why?
want it.
What, the question is why?
When
Jay?
the dollar is high, the recipient of the dollar is okay with it.
There is an advertising
When the dollar is low,
association
then-
or so in this country.
You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Your
the
guy.
thing, it's not
We
just
are also
about-
supposed to be under
I,
it.
I think Boje is saying something.
hear me.
Yeah,
it's
Jay.
it's not just about say Ghana, yeah, we don't do things right. I heard her. She's right about the experiences. Looking at agencies from outside treating you well, and when it comes to Ghana alone and all that. I think it's all about management. You having a manager or you managing yourself. Because when you look at, as Andrew was saying, you have this rate card and this standardization of paying people in Africa and West Africa and blah blah. When you go to Hollywood, it's like that's the head of movies. Any other thing around with the Foxes and all that, we have private entities too. But they all run under a standardization of paying people and doing the right thing. Even we have the 4 years one. As Jay Foley was saying, we have the 2 months and 2 years. We have the 4 years one. Like anytime they're going to use your product or your voice, they have to pay you with your royalties. And it works out there. And it can work in Ghana. It's not like we have to blame Ghana. It's about the management. I've worked with Jeremy. Jeremy don't play around. And Jay Foley, that's one of Jay Foley's seats. Jeremy doesn't play with her money. If you're going to play it more than 90 days, she's still going to charge you. And she's in Ghana. So it's not really about Ghana. It's about you, the brand yourself, the voice over artist working for another brand. Because look at Spider-Man. Look at this Ghanaian artist and actor that was in Spider-Man. He's treated well. This same beast of no nations, we have actors that were treated well with royalties and some were left on the streets. And they're still connected to Hollywood. You understand? So it's not about Ghana. I have voiceover artists in London that are very good and they are not getting their royalties. And we have voiceover artists in London that have good management. Before you even talk to them, you have to drop the money. And if you cross the line, you still pay. So I don't think it's about geography and where you are. It's about your management.
All right. Uncle Ken, before I come to this, there's a comment here from a brother. He says, please, I want to start doing voiceovers professionally. So me too, I can make money some. Who can train me?
John.
Guess who?
You always have a voice trainer here.
George Quay sent in this one.
George. Are you serious?
George Quay was the third person in my voice career that brought me a streak of jobs. So
Yes.
George walked into he just called me out of the blue just after I had finished KNUST, and he said, gentleman, I hear your studio, you do very well. I want to do recordings with you for, I think it was Ghana Rocks or so, something, that time. And then George walks in with Eddie Blay and DJ Black. And here's a graduate student seeing these big names, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I've been working with John. George. It's 20 years now plus. Yes, we still work together. Yes.
Wow, Uncle Ken, please.
Yeah. The gentleman that just spoke, what's his name?
Ball J.
Yes.
Yes.
Ball J is an engineer,
Yeah, music producer.
music producer,
Yeah, an engineer.
and he does voiceovers
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
He told us himself that currently about 70 or 80%
Yeah.
of his earnings are from voiceovers. Now, he has a studio of his own.
Yeah.
I want to know from Jay, Natalie, and Jay in particular, when you get a job from a client, you now have to charge for a studio. Do you have your own?
Yes,
Do
I
you do everything in your own studio?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
so you do everything in your own
Yes,
studio
so
as
that-
well.
Yes.
So the costs
Yes.
of your studio
Yes.
is part of what you charge the
Yes.
client.
Yes, please.
So it all comes to you.
So the line items
Right.
are the voice artist costs. In the voice artist cost, sometimes there's translation costs.
That is what is going to go to Natalie, for
Yes,
instance.
please.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
there's the voice artist cost. In some cases, there are translation costs because maybe you send the script in English and you want it in Dagbani.
In Dagbani.
So there's
Okay.
an element of a cost for somebody to do the translations for you. And then there's the production. In the production, now it's all boxed into one. But if I'm to break it down, there is editor's fee, there's director's fee, because usually in times past, the engineer is assumed not to understand the direction that the client wants. There's a director in the studio
Exactly.
who has dealt with the
Exactly.
client and says that they want it this way, this
Right.
way. Push the voices together, stretch them out a little bit. So there's a director's fee and all.
Right.
So all those elements come into the production cost. So these are three main line items.
Right.
The voice, if there's a translation and there's a production, and then you box it together and then you add your taxes to it and then you push it out. If it's
So
corporate.
you can be classified
Yes,
as a professional voiceover artist.
yes, and the production, yes.
You cannot
Yes.
just
Now
like
again, now
Boje.
there's something that you've added that I want to just chip in quickly.
Yeah.
The revenue streams of the voiceover industry in 2026 has changed. Now, for example, this will shock you if I say this.
Say
I have adverts running on this network that is my voice, but I didn't voice it. Okay?
what do you mean?
so there's an AI technology conversation that has stepped in. It's pretty expensive now because it is pretty new. There are adverts running. I have 3 ads running on Joy FM. That is my voice, but it's not my voice. But it's not Jay. I didn't go to a studio. I didn't record it. I didn't open my mouth to say a word. If it was on your time block, I'd say play.
So
Yes,
so the AI cloned your voice.
So I have cloned voice. I have cloned my voice. It's
Okay.
pretty expensive though, but I've cloned my voice, and it is available for streaming. So you could be in Japan and stream my voice, use my voice for a commercial, and I get paid, and whoever you do the ad for gets paid. Okay, so for me now but it's only limited to it doesn't capture local language. So I can't pronounce certain
Local
Mamobi.
words.
I can't say Mamobi.
Okay.
I can't say Alajo. Unless I write it in a way that is supposed to pronounce it as such. Or
okay.
you prompt it to speak such for you, but it'll be
Okay.
very difficult. But for certain adverts that are strictly English, yes, you so when I receive that saves me a lot of time. You know,
So Jay, do you, from what you have just espoused,
yes,
would you be surprised
yes.
if the agencies who used to come to you
Go and pick my voice to use. No problem, because I get paid regardless.
Oh.
Artists.
no, but use AI?
Yes. So there's the AI conversation is also coming in.
Yes,
now.
yes.
There are a lot of. Let me just break this down. There are a lot of people who are using AI now. A lot of companies are using AI to do their jobs.
Right.
The IVRs. You don't even need to get a Natalia.
A
or
Natalia,
You can
yes,
just key the
exactly.
prompt and
That's what I
then
was coming
you
to,
can
yeah.
you can get that. But there's some companies and these AI platforms are not giving you. So this is a big problem. Let me just share this. The AI platforms that were created about 2-3 years ago. Ghana has jumped in so late to the point that you don't have Ghanaian voice artists on these AI platforms.
Okay.
So the closest I can get is South African or Nigerian. Okay. So if I want to do an ad for a Ghanaian audience, the nearest I'm getting is a South African. So I want to entreat my voice artist friends to jump online to digitize. Is it digitalize or digitize? One of their
One of them.
voices. Yeah, one of them. So that there'll be a community of voice artists from Ghana with a Ghanaian accent,
okay.
recognizable on these platforms.
Right.
Now, money. How you can now make your money? We are moving from voice artistry is moving from agency pay me. If you're going to wait for an agency to pay you, then that's 90 days plus.
Exactly.
We are moving from that. Artists are streaming their songs. So there's Apple Play, there's all those BAM, plenty on the DSPs. Voice artists can also stream their voices by inputting or cloning their voices and allowing the voices to be usable for anything. So I've seen somebody's written on a about you can use I think I saw it there. All these international platforms. I don't need to if I'm in Bosnia and I need a Ghanaian voice, I'm not going to call Ghana, and I should go online and then
pick a Ghanaian
voice and use it for a video game, arcade something somewhere, and the person gets paid back in Ghana.
Okay.
So your voice is streaming.
Okay.
And it means you have a voice sample of yours online.
That is monetized.
That's monetized. That's where we are at now. So if new artists are coming in, new voice artists are coming in now, and they're looking for agency and regular citizen commercial voices, I laugh at it. Because I'm like, people still own Natalia. Now she says she's in court with 3 people. When are you going to when are you going to join the bandwagon? So the revenue streams have changed completely, ultimately. And the more you scout for some of these things, and we've mentioned voice acting and voiceovers. Let me tell you what. For example, my audio series Leaked. It allowed me to use 102 non-professional, a few professional, let me say voice actors. 102. That opened up the market so much. Because voiceovers, it's, per what's our description, you only chase after agency jobs and these small ones that comes. But there's a whole opportunity in voice acting. It's so huge. So, for example, I hadn't monetized my YouTube channel at that time, but for 11 million listeners to listen to the audio series meant that if I had built the system of the revenue properly, then clearly over 90 plus at that time, 90 plus voice actors could have been earning from everybody listening to it. And that's a revenue stream. Natalia and I have got an audio series online, Pillow and Case. Oh. It's on my YouTube channel.
Pillow and what?
And Case. It was a story about a couple, a newlywed couple, and the 5-minute conversation they have before they sleep.
Oh,
so when they fight, when they argue, you understand. So for something like this, if the platforms were monetized, and voice acting is built strongly in this country, then Natalia doesn't need to chase after anybody, because she's sitting down there and there's 20 million and she's earning something from that, Wow. So the opportunities are numerous, countless.
So Jay,
yes,
I read somewhere that during COVID, a lot of people, because they were home in advanced countries, were getting themselves involved in voiceovers and stuff like that. Now, a lot of those people have grown the craft and are taking over
studio scene.
top businesses that used to do that, because they've had time to sit back, set themselves up, have their own studios, practiced, and are getting very, very, very good. And clients are using them.
Yes.
I'm asking, do you think that what you guys are doing now, you're going to be safe in the long term? Or people are going to utilize this AI, strategy to outwit you guys?
Uncle Ken, we started from the era where we're burning your work on CD, having to physically go and deliver it to you. Then we went through to pen drives, and we went through to emails. And so clearly, if you're a voice artist and you haven't moved with the time and the era, be prepared, because in the next 2 years, a lot of jobs are already going to be taken away from us. Plenty have been taken away from us already.
Wow.
Plenty. I got even scared when a recent company I'm working with sent me AI generated ad and asked me to make some correction in it, and I said, "Oh my God, we've lost it." I said, "We've lost it. That's the end."
Oh, wow.
So now the unique thing is that you can actually use some of these AI platforms to create unique voices that you own. You understand? So
Yeah.
for me, for example, I have about 7 different voice artists. Yes, 7 different voice artists that
you've created.
I've created. They don't exist. So I chased them. I said, on your network, I have artists that know me. I never went to the studio to do it.
Name them.
Yeah, the clients will come up. But yes, and it's there. It's there. So I mean, I was supposed to tell her about this some time back. That she said she's been busy, but I wanted to come in. Then once we do that, they don't even need to stress themselves out any longer. However, it's in its early stage, so it's expensive to clone it and run it. But invest in it now, because 10 years ago, I didn't think YouTube was going to be that big. And there are voice platforms for voice artists that can get you jobs and stream and make your money. You name them: Fiverr, Voice123, Voice.com. There are plenty. So once you understand the time and age, Uncle Ken, you have to move with it as quickly as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
As quickly as possible.
As an aspiring voiceover artist.
You take right now, you take your phone, you go on TikTok. There are so many short documentaries, and it's AI voices. Plenty AI voices. That is where your money is sitting. That person who's doing it in China should pick your local voice nicely. And sadly, when they go on some of these platforms, Nigeria. Nigeria.
Them did plenty.
Oh my God! And it's not any professional voice artists, though. It's regular voices. Artists. But the thing is that these platforms, these soft AI platforms, treat your voice nice. And again, I can record you and have 3 different versions of you, and the third version will be so good that you wish
you sounded like that.
And it's so easy.
Have you ever gotten yourself in trouble for an act?
Oh, we said
that you've done.
Yes,
legally.
So the music. That we
music.
Copyright.
Yeah, the copyright issues.
The copyright issues.
Yes.
Something I've noticed, particularly with the vernacular adverts, and this happens mostly with pharmaceutical drugs. I hear adverts that are asking people, because you have a stomach issue, use this product. And I ask myself, are they doctors to prescribe the medication? Because they come out and they tell you, oh, this and that, we have no ISA, a bloaty, and I ask myself, why does the Advertising Association of Ghana allow such ads to go when the people speaking in those are not doctors to prescribe the medication?
And then we that's why for us we limit ourselves to what you have sent us to read. When the legalities come in,
yes, you deal with it. Yes,
we take it back to the person who sent the work. But you're very right. By the end of the day, like I said, we just shield ourselves with the fact that we're just contracted to read a script in the contract. And
no, so suppose you read that act,
yes,
which said what I've just said.
Yes. So if you professional voice actors wouldn't even do it. I don't think I would call Andrew or Natalia, Jessica or Jeremy or you name them to do it and don't ask questions because they know that voices are going on there. So they will always query it and ask that, no, this I can't do this. I can't do this. Either they change something in there or not.
All right, let's get to Kwame Jokoto. Let me ask him this AI question if he also uses AI.
Can you hear me?
Kwame.
Yes.
Mr. Jokoto.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please, do you use AI for your voiceovers?
No. We tried, like what the discussion, what Jay was saying. We tried it. What we were doing was, it's like when we put our final product after giving it to the client, and when we put our final thing on the drive, it got crashed and all sort of things. So we decided that we are doing an online thing. It was like we called it voice bank, sort of. So when we do it, then we post it there. Then we decided, as part of selling Ghanaian language, we decided to speak to our local friends who does their jingles in other languages, that they can also upload their final products on the platform. But what we realized was, like, let's say I have built the concept and done it in Fanti or Tree. Then this my Hausa friend will convert the same concept and use it somewhere for a cash without giving me anything. To realize that it's as if our own concept is what they are but the idea was that we are also marketing Ghanaian voices and languages. That was the idea behind it. So we decided to close down that page. But we haven't actually used AI in terms of that aspect. But then, unless maybe when it comes to if you want to create some musical what they call it, a jingle to end the close bit of the adverts. That is what we've been doing. But then Uncle Ken was saying something that was way back. If Uncle Ken can check from about, I would say 6-7 years, even 10 years back, you realize that unless the people are stealing their way to play the advertisement, whereby he was saying that the person say we and those things. No, because now you have to present your script to Food and Drugs Board to approve it before you do the voiceover. And even when it comes to malaria drug, they will tell you it's part of the caution that make sure you've tested positive of malaria before you start using the malaria drug. So it is not easily like that, and unfortunately, the advertising association hasn't control. They don't have control over that. But the regulators, as in the FDA, has formed an office who takes charge of it. But I think that they should try and educate them to understand that some things can't strictly work here. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, for example, you say something. He said that, like, when you are endorsing an energy drink, make sure that you say anything to illustrate that, illustrate it to be like, it will encourage people to drink excessively. But when we take energy drink, it is for parties and those things. But when you put that, you can serve it at a party or any program, they will reject it. You get it? But they then tell you that, no, you will drink energy drink only when you need it. You see, so it's challenging. It makes the work difficult on that aspect of it from the regulators. But then the AI aspect, as I said, the local people, what happened is we only have to, I will ask what you, the client, needs. What are your strengths in the market field? And then also, what is your strength of the product above all? Then I will use my language to catch something for you. That's all.
That's it. Okay, some comments here. Yeah, Boji, I'll come to you. Some comments here before I come to Boji. The Popular Things We Do for Love series started off as a radio series. It was so captivating that we couldn't wait to see it on screen. Mr. Ivan Kwashiga did a great work with that series. Senna Hook sent in that one from East Legon. Kwame, good afternoon. Have always been a silent listener of this show and love today's conversation to the max. Have worked with John Foley at EIB in the past, and I have admired any time I identified his voice on an ad for a very professional and prominent brand. Kudos to him and everyone in the studio. Albert sent in that one. I think we have more here. Andrew is an incredible actor and voiceover artist. I'm looking forward to working with him on Rover State. Talia. Stage, Roverman Stage. Okay. Talia, that prank you pulled on me with PB was a good one, but don't get too comfortable. I'm looking forward to evening the score. Okay. Candy Magician. I didn't get that one clearly. Do we have more comments coming through? You can send yours now. 055-1111-997. Let me get to Bo J and ask him the same AI question. How is AI aiding your work as a voiceover artist?
Yeah, I could tell you one thing. AI is just like when Jay Foley was using compressors 10 years ago. It's just like AI has been there already. It's just a new name for it. AI is just a computer generated something. Back then, we were using the Windows 98 and we use the floppy disks and all that. It got to a time now we're using compressors. If Jay Foley do a commercial right now on the phone now, it's going to sound different from when I put an equalizer, a compressor, and all these plugins on it. When Andrew has a very nice voice, but when I get the voice, the file, and I enhance it, it becomes better. It's more like an AI thing, but we are doing it manually and getting an AI result. So now 10 years later, the machine is telling you that don't even compress it, I'll do it myself. And I can even add pitches and even tones to flare up your voice to even sound better. So now AI is more like, don't do anything. I can even let Jay Foley sound even better and giving him other versions of Jay Foley himself. Now, what is going to happen in the next 20 years is that, or even 15 years, AI is going to be normalized again and humans will take over again. The only way humans will not take over again is if celebrities are now going to be robots. So now, Jay Foley is big in Ghana, Bo J is big in Ghana, Andrew is big, Jessica is big in Ghana. Any other voice that even sounds better than Jay Foley, all these organic, real search and real banks and companies, they want to hear someone with a humor, they want to hear a voice. So now, Jay Foley can be making money on AI and it's going to be outside Ghana and the voice is nice. Our voices are nice with the AI. That's the experience I'm getting. But I also have people coming to me. I have clients coming to me with AI voices that sound so good. Even so good that my voice, I'm like, wow, this is perfect. And they want me to do it again just because of the power of humor. And with that one, I'm charging way much. Like I can charge like 8,000 for just a minute talk. But the AI just charge, they paid like $20. I don't know how much they pay for it. And it actually sounds better than me. But with humans, we have something, I don't know whether it's the imperfection. Like you can tell this guy is really advertising this product. With AI, it's more about perfection. So now AI is going to make things more lucrative for the voiceover artists, especially if you put yourself on the portal. They're going to make a lot of money of it on it. I have a guy from the DJ24 who took my voice for voices somewhere outside Africa, making money over there. But when I'm doing it myself as organically with the humor, I take more money. So the point I'm making is, for now, AI is taking over. It's even going to take over more. Like, the voice-over lady on the phone, like on the call with us now. Jay Foley can replicate her voice, duplicate it, make it finer. AI will make it better. But in the next 20 years, Nana McBrown still take over. You know why? Because she has a face. Humans are always going to take over because of celebrity, because of stardom, because of humor, because of this is Morgan Freeman, doing a voice-over commercial. So for now, I think AI is new and people are taking advantage of it. It's going to get to a time, it's going to be normalized, it's going to be saturated. It's going to be like, everybody sounds like a robot. Everybody sounds so perfect. Everybody sounds like an angel. But now they're going to look at people that are known, faces. That is why they use people like Michael Jackson back then. They use someone like Chris Brown for a commercial. They use a footballer for a Pepsi advert or something. It's not because of the voice they have. It's because of the celebrity around it. So someone like me, Jay Foley, we are celebrities in voiceovers. It's not about just that we sound good. It's because we keep on doing it. We are consistent and people seeing us throwing up events, commercials, and it's going on the Tidal Way, the Vodafone X, and there's a human behind it. So AI can come and replace it for some time. But when it comes to the time that they want to see faces, they want to see a video advert, you want to see the lady like Mark Brown, you want to see someone like Mama Zimbi, you want to see someone like KOD. Can AI do that? They're only going to give you a fake video. And I tell you, the consumer doesn't like anything that is AI. The only thing is that AI make things easier for us. And I still believe the humans will take over.
All right, guys. I'm going to blow your minds with this audio I'm going to play now. Take a listen.
I'm live on Joy 99.7 with Kwame, Philip, Natalia, and Andrew. Enjoy.
That's Jay Foley.
Wait. Let's hear it again.
I'm live on Joy 99.7 with Kwame, Philip, Natalia, and Andrew. Enjoy.
John, where did you voice this? When?
I just did it right now off my phone. Right now. I didn't record.
You did not.
My mouth. You're here with me. Did anybody see me record anything? Nothing. Right here. No, Uncle Ken. I typed. I didn't.
He was not talking.
No, I didn't record. I could do another one with I could give me any statement and I'll do it for you right now.
Do one for me.
Okay. Let's do your listening. You want a jingle for your show, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that in. Give me just 1 minute. Let me just.
Okay, just 1 minute.
Yes. So.
Jazz on Joy.
So you're just Jay doing this one. You're listening to.
I didn't hear my name.
Hey, it's a machine name, boy. It's a machine.
Well, Jay, you please, senior man. This is Ken live on Joy. That's the show's name. Yeah, this is Uncle Ken.
Yeah.
You're listening to Jazz on Joy. Listen to Jazz on
Joy.
Yeah. Jazz on Joy. Let me add the frequency 99.7. With Uncle Ken. Let me just do this. Yeah. Okay.
All right. We are creating a voiceover right here on the show using AI.
Okay. All right. So ready. So let me listen. Let me work on it.
Yeah. Andrew, I'll be asking you a question.
Okay.
So think about it. If anybody. Okay.
Let me just.
Okay, you send it to producer so we play it inside.
Wait, just 1 second.
Yeah.
Just 1 second.
Andrew, if you woke up and heard your voice being used in an ad that you've not voiced, you've not prompted, you've not used any AI to produce, what would you say?
Hey.
What would you do?
What would I say?
What would you do? What would you do? Not say.
I'll have to start calling lawyers.
Yeah.
What did he say?
No, if he woke up and he heard his voice in an ad that he's not voiced, he's not used AI.
Oh no, that happened. He hasn't used AI then, because the AI platforms has that TNC in there. Yeah. That once your voice is cloned on the platform, it allows any user of the platform to use it for. Yes, but also it protects you from the voice from being used for explicit stuff, sexual stuff like that. It wouldn't work. Yeah, so you're protected, but.
So for somebody like him, he's not cloned his voice with any AI tool yet, but he hears his voice. Same voice being used for a different advert.
Lawyers will come in.
Lawyers will come in. Let me hear my jingle.
Yeah, it's been sent to the producer, so don't worry about that. Okay, all right. Still here on Showbiz A-Z on Joy 99.7 FM. Interesting conversation on voiceovers. Yeah, the voiceover artists are right here in the studio. Jay Foley, Andrew, Tando Adote, Natalia Ando. We have Kwame Jokoto on Zoom and Bo J. And many other voiceover artists listening to us now. DJ Black is listening, George Quay is listening, Enno Safo is listening, Kokonsa Kesta is listening. In the meantime, the Multimedia Group is mobilizing relief support for thousands of people affected by the devastating floods that have swept through parts of Accra. You may have seen the heartbreaking images and videos. Behind every picture is a family struggling to rebuild its life. Today, they need our support. And we are appealing to individuals and corporate organizations to support these humanitarian efforts by donating essential relief items or cash. Priority relief items include non-perishable food items, drinking water, clothes, toiletries, medical supplies, mosquito nets, mattresses, blankets, and beddings. Cash donations should be sent to MTN mobile number 05930388842, and the account name is Multimedia Group Limited, Daniel Boyfio. Also do so through our UBA Bank Tema Industrial Area branch. The account number is 02514278803503. The account name is the Multimedia Foundation. Relief items can be delivered to the offices of the Multimedia Group Limited, Kokumlimli, Accra. Together, let's stand with our brothers and sisters in their time of greatest need. Okay. Someone is asking, can we put guidelines on the business and management aspect in voiceovers to help us, the newbies? Greetings to all my seniors over there, especially Jay Foley, who has given me some few lectures. John Clifford sent in that one. But let me remind you that tomorrow As usual, be listening to Pentecost Hour on Joy 99.7 FM at 1:30 p.m. So do make a date with the chairman, Apostle Eric Nyamiche. All right, so we are still talking voiceovers, just going around to wrap up in a moment. Let's look at what we can do to make this industry better. People have been asking about, training guidelines. Do we have mentorship programs? I've been seeing some flyers around. There was one that I saw on the page of Yofi Brew. I think they had an academy. J. Foley, you were on. George Quay was on as well. And last year,
Akins runs an academy. Yes, a good one. I think it's good.
And you did one. I think two.
Yeah, so we did the voice Connect.
Yeah.
Yes, we had it about 2 years ago.
Okay.
We tried to do another one, but it's not easy.
So let's go around. Let me start with you, Andrew Tando. What one thing would you wish gets changed in this industry to make it better?
I think we've all been making efforts to come together and standardize what we do in a way that protects voiceover artists, that secures royalties and things like that. Not even in the voiceover field, across entertainment in general in Ghana. J. Foley tried something like that years ago. It fell apart. There's a young man called Prince. I always mess up his name.
Yeah.
Is it Dan Van De? No.
Prince.
No, I want to mention that. I think it's Dan Vessel. Yeah. Prince Van Dessel. He's also doing. He's done his best to put together the Ghana voice or actors community, and we can only do so much. If there's no legislation from above to add weight to what we are doing, our efforts will fizzle out. There has to be. When Segun Arinze came to Ghana to do a play called Black Star with Africa Arts Network, and he was surprised when I said we don't have like a functional voice actors. He was like, what do you mean you don't have? Just do one, He made it sound so simple, but over there, when he was a former president of the Nigeria Voice Actors Association. So over there, when they say you are not doing this, there's no agency or when I say no, we will not allow this to happen. It won't happen. And we saw an example of that years ago when they said you're only using Nigerian talents for something, and they put their foot down and it worked. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to that point yet, and we can only do so much as individuals. We've tried to come together and do one or two things, but if we don't have that legal backing, like for instance, if when it comes to royalties, how do we enforce royalties? Even if with this AI thing comes in Ghana, is there some kind of local platform that ensures that Ghanaians get what they deserve? Even with music, we haven't been able to do that. So how much more voiceovers? And that's what that. I think it we can go from bottom up, but there has to be a top down approach as well that will help us to do what we do.
Great. So we have 5 minutes to go. So we're doing like 40 seconds each. I'll play the second voice, Uncle Ken, your voice. It will be the last thing I'll play before we close. Let me go to Kwame Jokoto. In 40 seconds, your final words before we say goodbye, sir.
Okay. I think that, yes, I said the royalties bit that was raised by Jay. I think that I support him because how can a voice sell the product for years, then the value of that voice ends on the day of recording? I think it is not fair. So, but these things, we can only achieve it when we have a strong representation. So we need to, get together and speak as a voice so that we know that we put value on what we are doing. Because now, in terms of usage fee and those charges and those things, everybody thinks that this is my value, so take it or leave it. But then if we make it standard, it means that yes, quality will be assured and those things. So we need strong representation, and I think that we should think about that so that we'll grow it forward. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Kwame Jokoto. Boje, 40 seconds, sir.
Yes. Yeah, what I want to tell people is that if you want to be part of this voiceover to any kind of music and business, just work on your network. That's it. If people are saying you are good, work on your network. And AI will be taking over in a while. Like you see what Jay Foley did now. It was actually Jay Foley's voice that we are hearing. It wasn't AI. Because if Jay Foley had prompted and he was hearing DJ Black's voice, you'd be pissed off because he wants to hear his voice. So actually that means that Jay Foley is still unique. That means that the human is still the one with the power, just that the tool is now much faster. So AI is a tool that we should use wisely, and I think it's here to stay. But I think the human is what carries the foundation. So if you want to get into the voiceover artist terrain, just make sure you have the network. And that's what I've learned all these years, the network, the communication. And I think things will be fine.
All right, amazing. Natalia?
Yes, I think that it's a beautiful place to be. If you dot your I's and cross your T's, you would have a good time being here. We just need to learn more as the days go by so that we know exactly what we're doing. And I think if you're able to learn and you know exactly what you're supposed to do, I think you're going to be just fine.
Thank you. Brajon.
The future is technology, or technology is the future. So I just want to encourage my voice artist friends that from years back we tried to create associations and groups to try and manage the system now, but now it's where the world is now. Nobody has time to wake up, physically be present at a place and all of that. So we need to just take advantage of the future technology and be able to allow, sorry, I say Nyamisha Bruni. So let's just look at how we can now start making monies from platforms that understand us.
Yeah.
So that when the local ones come to us, they will understand that we are no more local products. Now we are international.
Yeah.
We can discuss. If you want to book me, go to booking.com and book me there, and let the platform deal with you. If the platform says pay before you engage me, so says the platform.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you very much. Uncle Ken, I'm playing the voice.
Yes, but I've enjoyed this afternoon.
Yes.
The conversation has
amazing. I've learned a lot.
So good to listen to. Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To educate us.
Okay, let me play the voice so you comment on it last slide, then we go. Okay, all right.
You listening to Jazz on Joy with Uncle Ken.
Uncle Ken, you heard it? You love it?
You listening to Jazz on Joy with Uncle Ken.
You don't hear the first half of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You listening to Jazz on Joy with Uncle Ken.
Nice one. So that
you
was
listening to Jazz on Joy with Uncle Ken.
I love this. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, please do a lot more.
So now you know they suffer too much. They do
But just so people understand that you know with AI world you need credits.
Yes.
You buy credits
to do.
That's where the cost of living comes in. But it's easy, it's cheaper, it's quicker. I didn't go to a studio to edit.
You use 5 minutes.
I can say plenty things. You can do every show in the next 5 minutes.
And it's still Jay Foley.
It's still Jay Foley. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to Showbiz A-Z on Joy 99.7 FM. It's been amazing. I've learned so much. And please, AI need be real. So the earlier you get onto it, the better. And thanks to all the people from the voiceover world who also tuned in. Thank you so much for listening. We're back next week with another interesting conversation. The show was sponsored by MTN and High Five Choco Malt, produced by the show produced by Philip Nye, Anita Te, Ida Lumer, Kweku Emisa, Olivier Fagnon, DJ Uberti, DJ Fantastic, the entire team. This is a big team, and I'm very glad that we're able to do this for you today as well. So, thank you so much, Jay Foley.
Welcome.
To you, Natalia. I should have said John. To Andrew Tando Adote, and then also to Ball J, and then Kwame Jokoto for your time today on the show. Thanks so much.